Okay, as you will recall from a previous video, I was not happy with the finish on this. And by that I mean that the painting in here looked kind of naff. So I have now cleaned this off, and it does have a few scratches on it that I want to deal with. So I'm going to buff this up. Then I'm going to fill this with red paint, wipe it with a cloth that is covered in cellulose thinners, maybe. That's the plan. We're now going to see how that goes. Don't know if it's going to work. Worst case scenario, it doesn't. And I do it again. But let's see if we can get Jaguar looking smarter than it was. Next, the Buffy. Not Buffy the Vampire Slayer either. And I only know the name, and that's as far as it goes. Okay, so I've now polished this a bit more. Basically to take the... Oh God, I hate using that word. Next, you know, I'll be saying like, because people haven't got any fucking brains. I've wanted to get the scratches out. That was my main purpose. So now the scratches are out, I'm just going to get a... I think I'm going to douse this in cellulose thinner to clean the polish off so that I can get the paint to bond in here. And my idea, and I don't know if it's going to work, is to actually fill this with paint and then just wipe across it. But at the moment it's red hot after polishing. So that is the thing with polishing, guys, and do remember that when you are polishing you do need to wear gloves, because this I keep changing hands because this fucking up. All right, so let this cool down. Oh, there's a little blemish there. I'm just going to get rid of that first. I'm not going to do it with that blemish there, because once I've got this red perfect, then I'm just going to clear coat this with lacquer, clear lacquer, because it's buffed enough to my level, but I'm definitely going to get rid of that. So let me get rid of that, and then we'll move on. All right, I don't know if this is going to work. Dipping a skewer into the paint. Then dripping it. My plan here is to fill this thing with paint. I don't know if it's going to work or not. If not, you won't see this video. Okay, somewhere under there is the word Jaguar. Looks kind of messy at the moment, I must admit. Alright, let's see. Let me wipe my needle. And for this I'm going to be sacrificing a microfiber towel. Now in here is cellulose thinners, if you can see it there. Dump my rag in. Sorry you're seeing me hover around, I'm looking for my lid for that. And one thing, this is pour 15. If you guys ever put pour 15 into a jar like this, don't just put the lid on, turn it upside down, think, great, that's got a seal. Yeah, it has, but you'll never get the fucker off. So you need to put some saran wrap between this and the top, which is what I'm going to do later. Now, let's have a look and see if this works. Wring it out. This is probably going to get really messy. Yep, and it takes it right out of there. So, what can we do to avoid that? He cries in unison. So that didn't really work, did it, Gary? And I can wipe it and not get it in there. So my next quest would be, is it because the rag, maybe I need to drag it across. All right, let's put that back in there. Let's give it another go. This is, hey guys, this is experimentation, we see. All right, so let's go for less paint. Now, if somebody out there has done this before and they know how to do it properly, listen to them, not me. Because I really don't know. I'm trying different things. And if these don't work, oh well, no big deal, huh? Because I haven't got a very steady hand painting, I have to use other methods, and this is one of them. Because I just cannot paint to save my life. I can paint a bedroom, a lounge, I can wallpaper with the best of them. But when it's cool hand Luke, I am not your man. Alright, now let's try something different here. I've just had another thought. I don't know if this is going to work. Now this is a rag that is soaked. I don't know if this will work. This could be a total disaster. Putting it over a flat blade, that's a total disaster. It still drags it out. Some of it stays, not all of it. Maybe I need to do 2 or 3 different goes. All right, so let's try again. Because if I could get it to just leave the red in there, then I'd let it set and dry. But every time I try, let me see, what's the problem? There's fibres on this that dig into that, so using a microfiber towel is not necessarily a good idea. I need something flatterer. A sponge brush, but I don't have one. No, let's try with a paper towel. This may not work, but what have I got to lose, huh? Ooh, close. New paper towel. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close here. And all of you that have done this a million times before and are laughing at me, I'll laugh back at you. Close again. Still no cigar. Cigar. I like a cigar. Okay, let's try again. So, ignore my earlier thing using a microfiber towel, it doesn't work. You need something to whoosh, whoosh. Ooh, do I go the other way? Do I risk it? Because we're so close. We are so close. Am I getting carried away again? And I shouldn't. Yeah, it was close then and I fucked it up. Try again, try again. A fresh one again. Another fresh towel. Alright, wasn't quite finished. This is what I'm talking about. Piece of saran wrap. Stick it over the lid. And the only reason I'm saying this is because with pour 15, that fucker will bond to the lid. Whereas if he bonds, as it will, to the saran wrap, at least you can get that off. Then invert it to create the seal. And you are done. Believe me, this does actually work. Pour 15 is a brilliant product, but it is rather temperamental, so you do have to play nice with it, and that will help you not waste it, because it ain't cheap shit, but it's fucking good. There you go. All right, let's finish off here with something different. I know we did the old, like, comment, subscribe, send me pictures of your wife naked stuff, but this is the throttle return spring on a Mark II Jaguar. There is only one, and it links down to a bracket, and if I can find it I will show you. Don't go away, play with yourself for a minute, will you? There are three little brackets. These two are ones that hold the pipes, overflow pipes from the carburetors. And this little beastie here, which is no longer made, I am told, so if you have one, it's like hen's teeth, kind of rare. This bolts on to the oil filter housing in kind of that orientation, and I've got to repowder coat this because that's not as good as I want it to be. And the spring hooks into it thusly and then goes up to the throttle. There is only one place on the throttle body for the spring to hook on, which is why there is only one spring. And let's face it, you really shouldn't need more than one. Now, I've got to powder coat this spring. I've given it a bit of a clean up. I'm going to spray it with brake cleaner, which I haven't done yet, but I will do just to get the crap off, and then I'm going to powder coat it. But of course you can't powder coat it like that because then it becomes a solid block. So what you see here is a block of wood with two screws in it. You hook your screw in there, you make sure you've got enough stretch on it, grab your little spiky spike, get it on there, move it up high. Why move it up high, you are asking? What's the point in that? Well, I'm going to powder coat this. So I need to get the coat to go in all places. So I can now clean this, powder coat it, put it in the oven. Don't care what happens to the piece of wood. It won't catch fire. It may get a little baked, that's for sure. And I haven't pulled the spring too far apart because I don't want to get too much powder in there. So this is going to be a musical instrument. What does that sound? Indian, maybe? Hey, I amuse myself. So that I'm going to powder coat in silver. I might show you the finished article, but it won't be on this video. It may be on another one, because I just want to finish this one off and get something published. I haven't put anything out there for a little while, and I'm sure you guys are chomping at the bit to hear more of my drivel and shit. And there you go. So we have in this video how to powder coat a spring, how to paint a Jaguar thing, and then coat it with clear lacquer. Right, and as you can see here, I have my lights apart, and there is a gasket on it that is made of very thin plastic. Look at that. So if anybody knows where I can get some plastic to make these, I would really like to know. I've got a funny feeling if I look on the Jaguar sites, this ring will not exist. And if I can get it, that's what it looks like. That's the ring. So that's what I have to make. Now, whilst I could glue and repair this one, which is terrific, and maybe that's what I have to do, then I only have to make one, but I still need to make one. So where can I get very thin plastic sheet so that I can cut this out and make it? Any suggestions would be gratefully received. That's it. This really is the end of this video. Okay, so you believed it was the last episode. Wasn't quite true. Just wanted to show you the spring. This I have just powder coated on this block of wood. Yeah, the wood got a little toasty, but nonetheless, just look at that spring. Doesn't that look fucking beautiful? And that is going to go on the car, and that was using what is a chrome powder coat. Let's unhook it, shall we? There you go, look at that. Looks like a stainless steel spring, but it's not. It's just normal steel spring, powder coated. That is fucking beautiful. I don't care what you are, where you are, as who is it says that's funny right there? Big fat guy. Comedian. God, my brain cell's not working. He was in Cars as Tomater. I'm sure you guys will remember who I'm talking about and know who I'm talking about before I can... One of the Blues, not the Blues Brothers. The Blue Tour. What the hell was his name? With Tomater. Good God. I remember Ron White. And that's about it. Uh-oh. Brain dead. However, that aside, that's beautiful right there. That is fucking beautiful. I love it. There you go. Larry the Cable Guy. See, brain cell does work. There you go. All right, time to put this on. Get it on with the special little bracket. This really, I promise, is the end of this particular video. You don't need to see me put it on. I'll show you when it's on, when I show you some other shit. And guys, I really do thank you for all of your support. And liking apparently helps. Don't ask me how, I don't know. I do this for fun, for shits and giggles. And that's all I can tell you. Tell your friends, tell your mum, tell your bum chums, tell whoever the fuck you like. Just let them subscribe to my channel. They don't even have to watch it. Just subscribe. Then maybe one day I can get above 250 subscribers. Maybe they don't like my channel because I say fuck tit bum. Or as there was that song back in England, Peepo belly bum, tits and drawers, I think it was. I think it was Hugh Laurie. No, not Hugh Laurie. Hugh Lloyd. Mum's out, dad's out, let's talk naughty, Peepo belly bum drawers. And those of you that are English and young, you don't understand that. Those of you that are American don't understand that. Those of you that are old fucks like me, you understand that. Really, good night. Get out there. Play with your toys. Play with your penis. Whatever. Have fun. Fuck it. You're only alive once. This seems to be the secret, although I could be totally wrong. You don't want it dripping. Well, that looks a lot better than it did. Now I'm going to let that dry overnight and then I'll clean this off here and up here. As I say that, I'm doing it right now, of course. Stay away from the letters, Gary. Now, I'll grant you that isn't perfect, but when that's dry tomorrow morning, I'll get a cotton bud and I'll clean between the U and the edge of the A there and that. And not perfection, I'm not a fucking professional, for Christ's sake. Let that dry. Clear lacquer this. Hopefully that gives you guys some hints on how you can possibly do this when you're a dickhead like me. It's not perfect yet, but it sure as hell ain't far from it. That'll dry overnight. I'll clear lacquer it and then put it back on the car. No point in me showing you that. Really very brief video. Hope you guys appreciate it, and if you don't, well, fuck you. And if you do, please like, comment, subscribe. God, how many times have you heard those pathetic words? But it does help us guys that do these videos, and I do it just for shits and giggles because I enjoy doing it. There are some people that do it to make money. I don't do it to make money. I haven't got a fucking clue how to make money out of it. Maybe Harbour Freight or somebody will come along and say, let me sponsor you, Gary, and I'll accept, of course. And then I'll use all their tools. That and Snap-on, of course, because that's what I tend to use. All right, that's enough for now. Enough drivel from me. Like, comment, subscribe, as I said before. Any questions you have, please feel free to email me at gstargarage, that's with 2 R's on the star, at gmail.com. Thank you, good night, and God bless you all, whoever he is.